Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make a Big Moochie Grape type beat. First things first, when you're making a Big Moochie Grape type beat, you gotta have hard-hitting drums, you gotta have energetic melodies, and you gotta have dark pianos. Those are pretty much a must whenever you're making a Big Moochie Grape type beat. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to pick your sounds, how to create the melodies from scratch. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. Let's go. All right, now we got FL Studio open. First thing we're gonna do is pick out our drum sounds. So I got a snare here, kick, hi-hat, open hat. Okay, so like I said, the key to making Big Moochie Grape type beats is, you know, you need bells, you need pianos, and you need the vibe needs to be kind of dark. So like I said, you gotta have a minor scale. We're in a C minor scale right now. All right, let's see if we can find one more sound to complement this. We might layer it up, or we might do a different sound here. So let's see if we can layer this sound up. Ooh, that's hard. Let's try to layer it and see what it sounds like. I think I'm gonna change this melody up. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, let's pitch this up a little. All right, let's add our piano. Alright, so for your low pianos, dark piano parts in the beat, you want to do something pretty simple, unless you're going for something like Mistake by Young Dolph, and you can kind of play, you know what I mean, to go with the flow of the beat. But for this one, I'm going to stick with something simple, so we'll just do this pattern here. And I'm going to turn the velocities down on these a little bit so you don't hear the hammer as much on the piano, and then I'll have to turn the volume up. Alright, let's clean up the mud. I like to kind of mix as I go, so let's name these strings, and then we'll send it to the mixer. And we'll just clean up some of the low end, because when we start adding 808s and stuff like that, it's gonna get real muddy. Let's go ahead and spread this out too with this wider plugin. This is free. You guys can go download it. All right, so now that we got our two melody elements, we might add another melody later on, but right now I like to go ahead and start adding drums so we can get our groove going. So let's start with the hi-hat. And on Big Moochie Grape type beats, the hi-hats are pretty simple. Sometimes you might get some triplets and stuff like that. So let's just lay this down and see what we come up with here. Yeah, so like I said, simple patterns is key.
Major key.
All right, let's go ahead and EQ this piano too, because I know once we get that 808 in there, it's going to be clashing. So let's cut out some of these lows. You don't want to cut out too much of the lows on your piano, especially on the low parts, because that's where the feeling is in that low end range. So I usually like to cut mine around like 200 hertz, because your 808 is going to live around in this range here. So between 30 in the lows all the way up to right here about 212. So remember, when you're cutting out lows and stuff like that, you're gonna want to do your makeup gain. So we'll use this right here with the Fab filter. I'll boost it up a little bit. All right, there we go, man. Let's get the 808 in here. So 808s can vary. On the Memphis sound, you can use the long 808s or you can use a short one. So we'll go with this kind of spins 808 here. And make sure we cut it, and then turn looping off. And once you guys pull up your 808s, always double check and make sure that you have the right pitch. So you go in here, Edison, detect pitch reasons, it's C2. All right, so let's see if this 808 is gonna work. We might do the long 808 or we might do short one. So the next thing you wanna do is go right here to your envelope, bring the attack up, the hold, and do your envelope just like how I got it here. So that way when you, every time you let go of the key or every time you draw on the note, it'll stop as the mini note stops. You don't want your 808s to bleed over into other sounds and stuff like that. unless you're going for that sound. But all right, let's turn this 808 down a little bit. All right, let's see what we can come up with here. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the long 808s. So let's do this real simple pattern here. So a way that you can make your 808s feel a little bit more kind of not so repetitive is on your MIDI notes here. You can see how I have it like little gaps in between some of them, and then some of them I have them extended out. So that's just something that you can play with instead of just like having all of them all the way to the end of each tail or connecting to the next MIDI note. It just makes it kind of sound repetitive. But like I said, if you're going for that, by all means do it if that's the right sound. But just something to think about. All right, now that we got our drums going, we got our 808s, we got our kick, snare, hi-hats. Let's go ahead, actually let's go ahead and add a open hat. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the envelope here, and that way it can cut off and you can get a nice little bounce going. Let's see what we can come up with here with that, with the open hat. Alright, man, this is coming together nice. Alright, let's see. Next, we're going to... So with Big Moochie Grape type beats, another thing you want to do, keep in mind is you don't want to keep everything so repetitive. You want to keep the listener engaged. So by doing that, they introduce different sounds. So what I like to use is arcade. Let's see if we can find something pretty dope in here to kind of change up the sound a little bit. See what key we're in. I think we are in C sharp. So that's pretty dope. Let's see if we can fit this in here. Alright, so obviously there's a lot of things going on right now. So basically what I'll do is I'll mute one of these sounds and let's see how it sounds by itself. Yeah, that's sounding hard right there. So that's gonna be another melody that we introduce probably in the second half of the hook or a change up in the verse. So all right, now that we got that, let's go ahead and start arranging the beat, and then we'll figure out if we need to add more things to the beat. So on Big Moochie Grape type beats, the intros a lot of times, most of the times, come with the drums. So we'll go ahead. We'll see how it sounds. Let's see what we got here. guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, hit the like button if you guys want me to make more of these. My name is Sick Beats Productions, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. Until next time, peace.